Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sheldon. The head is big for a reason. Now, this video is brought to you by what? Pause Fitness GH. Yes, that be where I go and say, what they not buy. And now right now, it's me called gym. Gym be good to know. You for go some. I say. Also, me the fella my careful bet say my stomach go down within a month. So I am still on course. I think I have say 12 days to say, oh yes, improvements come. Yes. I'm going to take my 10,000 Ghana cedis from here. But yes, so shout out to Pause Fitness GH. Now, you remember the last time I did a video about the top 10 songs on Apple Music Ghana being dominated by Nigerian music from 1 to 10. It was even from 1 to 16. But yes, since we are doing the top ones and the top 10s and the top 5s and then this is so top 10 dominated by Nigerian music. And it generated conversations on social platforms with music-minded persons, with music-inclined, like, people in the music industry, throwing conversations, argument around as to how these things are happening. There were people that believed that you can't use Apple Music as the yardstick to measure the music consumption of your Ghanaian music consumers. You understand? People say they don't believe Apple Music Top 10 is the reflection of music consumption level in the country or in the industry. Some also believe that is what is happening because we are consuming more of Nigerian music. As I said, it generated a whole lot of conversations. And I came to sit here and say, you see, there are other persons who also raised, the issue of some songs, like there's some songs for no day on the list because, that be this song, we have better songs in this country. So how are these songs penetrating and pens? You understand? So I sat here and we had a conversation. Now, Joey Akan, one of the beautiful music minds Nigerians they have in their industry, has created a thread on Twitter about the business side of music. How talent alone isn't enough for you to blow in this kind of system that we did inside. And it is such a beautiful thread. And I would like us to go through, I will read it. But you see, once again, bro, we are competing against principalities, ladies and gentlemen. Bro, the amount of investment, how people are being intentional with artists blowing, bro, it be my Boston. I said, I went through the thread. It was how a certain record label in Nigeria has spent like dollars activating their talent that they have signed. So if you see, say the song has appeared on Apple, this or Apple, that you see their banners everywhere, you see people using their sound, you see their sounds being pushed on TikTok and things. It not be say it be lack or something. These are engineered. So if you go sit there and you go talk, say, oh, Grace go blow you, and Grace go, bro, unless Grace or Mabo. Unless Grace or Mabo, because, bro, the music thing is intentional. Bro, you have to be intentional with placement, with positioning. It is capital intensive. People are spending to activate. So that be why not you go see, say, people where they know should that get talent, but then get the backings, then get the structures, they get the people pumping in the money, they have the record labels money and things, then go feel blow. Somebody you get talent, you say, call you what talent. No, that's what she underground, Madani Galamsi operator. The music business, bro, TikTok, bro, the record labels. You think the TikTok songs that trend, it is just by luck or it is, algorithm, they play a part. Even the algorithm self, bro, the TikTok CEO was interviewed, was called to answer some questions in the US, the Senate. He was asked, do you people have the power to make some content go viral? He said, yes. Even with that, they are engineering it. Before the song will be created, they have in mind that create this song to fit into the TikTok frame, so that people can easily, as it will be, bro, it is intentional. That is the business side of music. Having the talent alone is not enough. Being able to rap alone is not enough. Being able to sing alone is not enough. If we do not have the investment, the right people plugging it, Bro, it will be a useless waste of venture. I cited George Britton. This once again, not be me at talk. George Britton posted on his Facebook page saying, I spent close to 1 million Ghana cedis activating sugarcane. This is the money. This is what we are supposed to compete against. If we don't have it, we don't have it. This is why it is important to get the right investment. The investors, they are not coming. How many millionaires in these countries go fit talk say they are investing this money? Let me read the thread. Let me read the thread. So shout out to Joey Akan. In the first quarter of 2023, Mavin Records, or Mavin, sorry, it's Mavin, it's not Mavin. Mavin Records, which is owned by Don Jazzy, have spent an average of $225,000 on dropping music for artists on their rooster. The record label, have released 7 records from 5 artists, with one from each artist worked through the system as a singles. Mavin Records started early. Boy Spice charged out the gate with Folake on January 25th. 2 weeks later, Star Stability dropped on February 9th. Rema would come rushing with Holiday and Reason You barely 10 days later on February 15th. Elections were crucial business, so a month layoff was ended with Crayons the One. Magic's run of a busy quarter, Careless and Royal. Based on data I've collected from multiple record labels operating locally, the average going rate for established artists and record labels to work a single is $35,000. This covers costs to work your song via radio, TV, digital marketing, influencer campaigns, clubs, and DJ. Throw in the average $10,000, not TG Omori price. Okay, this is just one of those things. Music video cost, and it comes to a cool $45,000 for a single campaign. Mavins have 5 campaigns in the last 3 months, spending an average of $225,000 to work pop songs and dominate the charts with each release. Listen again, listen. Throw in the forget. Mavins have 5 campaigns in the last 3 months, spending an average of $225,000 to work pop songs and dominate the charts with each release. And dominate the charts with each release. And to this has been engineered from the onset. Hoorah clap. Near what Sabuko TikTok. Na Sabiyo be the song doing they recommend. Say used to create content. Bro, it not be say this not be grace or lack matter. These are being engineered with money. Nearly $230,000 is cost of a full house to work singles, and they have got it covered with VC funding from Kupanda. Now Kupanda, they fund them. Kupanda be like a capital, then funding companies. So you see the kind of companies in the back, Mavins. Mavins is being funded by Kupanda, not Don Jazzy's pocket money. Bro, this is how we go to compete. Your rich people for year go buy Rolls Royce and things, and they shoot birthday photos and things. They will not invest in anybody. Nigerian music is capital intensive. Every step of the way is paid with billing, and each inch of real estate is carved from spending strategically. But imagine how steep the playing field is, how the financial barrier of entry into the mainstream market is. The number one obstacle to realizing your dreams in music. Without this war chest, upcoming artists are left with hope. Hope that one day they will find a sponsor to foot this cost, either via major record label signing or an individual's deep pocket. So yes, you can get more from his podcast, Afrobeats Intelligence. Brilliant podcast. If you really be somebody where you want have listened to their music kind of content, like conversations on Afrobeat, a lot of things, this is your guy, bro. So shouts to Joey Akan, and go check his podcast out, Afrobeat Intelligence. So you see, as I read from the top, you see the way the thing is structured. You see the people funding. You see, bro. And so you don't go if you can't sit here, drop an album and be beefing Twitter people just to boost your streams. And far. You don't go far. That strategy, you know, you don't go if you drop, they say they can't beef people, then get and fat, bro. You don't go if you drop an album, drop a link and go to sleep. You know, if you drop a song and move from one radio station to the other, and yes, when it is done, you just go and sleep. You don't go work. So if we are looking at compete, now you see what I said. They engineer some of these things to top the chart. If this is the money backing them, and you think you go sit here and give your songs to some few TikTokers to dance so that you ain't far, you don't go far. That is music for you. So if you see them out there, you see them, the collaborations, the strategic movement, the placement, the positioning, collaborations. Record labels are working. Investors are working. These are all intentional mistakes. Some person are trying to say you will blow by the grace, and your grace no less omabu. Grace Day. Talent, me see grace and talent no be enough, bro. Yes, I just wanted us to have a conversation. I mean, I did that the other video. I saw a lot of comments, bro. Yes, so I wanted to, bring this in so that we understand. This is what we are competing against. We don't go fitting us. Unless we have the right people. As Olele said, the job big, but we don't have the money, we don't have the resources. Until we set the priorities right, we have the resources, the right investors, the right plugs, the right personals at the right personnel at the right places and shit, bro. And we see shit. Ndu tise sabi yo. Tise Old Trafford the about sabi yo. And not be say Alex Ferguson when he wake up say he won't go play, bro. This has been engineered, bro. Intimidate, I'm trying to release an album and be beefing people like on Twitter and things, thinking say it will enter anywhere. And fact. They come and they will come and blame Ghanaians, and the Ghanaians are not supporting their own. Okay. Hey, you are not supporting us, and every day they are blaming Ghanaians. Ghanaians are not supporting. DJs are not supporting. And this and that. You yourself, what? What have you done for your career? This is what you are competing against. I'm not here to drag anyone or denigrate anybody's image. The facts are there. Marie. Ce n'est pas fenesi. C'est possible. Kukroko.